primarily for all my pieces of art is about reality and non-reality, and how both of them can be combined so we can see the real world as we see it right now, and the difficulty to distinguish what is real and what is non-real from the reality that we're experiencing right now. Sometimes I want to show a specific topic and how I can put the themes of reality and non-reality into it, such as communication or vacancy, or probably temporal placement. So for these two, if we're taking for example, I wanted to show how this reality and non-reality concept relates to conversation. Well, not exactly conversation, but more of communication. I tried to see how I can combine different aspects of medium and different materials and combine them all in one piece. So, for example, I was playing here around with colors and lines and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So here was mostly communication and lack of communication, and so I purposely chose a limited amount of letters, and I tried to make different combinations of words with these letters and try to see what I could make out of them. And for this one I was playing a bit more with the letters, but I also wanted to think about the whole arrangement of the letters and the words. So I had different pieces of different materials, and I had all these words written on them. The interesting thing is that for these letters over here, I actually had sticky notes in which I wrote on them with a colored marker, and then I actually cut the parts with the letters on them.
Okay.
Just to put them there. This was actually gonna be a 3-part series together with the previous two I showed, but then in the end I saw that it actually looked a bit better like that, and actually expressed better meaning of vacancy, because my initial idea was to combine it with 2 other pieces of art which had something, which was communication, and then the third one to be more empty and have this vacancy in it, and I tried to use a lot of empty space in this one here. For this one I tried to talk a bit more about the communication between the artist and the audience, because this is probably the most direct message which I have in my art, in which I have a face which is quite a blank face, but there is this one theory in which a more simplistic face can be a better vessel for the audience's emotions. So I purposely left it blank, but also left the gas mask on it with the letters on it, so I could show a kind of message relaying back the emotions that the person puts on their blank face. Well, I would say I would compare it as a game of chess, because as you start the game of chess, you have in the beginning a pawn, and the white pawn is the one goes forward all the time, and then in the end, if it reaches the other side alive, then it turns into whatever piece it wants to. It can be a queen, it can be another bishop or a horse or a rook or whatever. I think that I developed from beginning to end by surviving this whole path and getting to the end, and suddenly there was this one moment in which there was this one great transformation, and I managed to transform from that simple pawn into something more complex and stronger.